blood. Okay, reset, everybody. Reset. Hurry up with that blood.
I've got something interesting, sir. I'm tailing George Ince.
George Ince, really?
Yeah, it's definitely him.
That is not good news. With a bit of luck, he'll drive straight through and onto someone else's patch.
And he's heading towards Midsomer Magna.
By then, Jones, it falls to us to protect the wealthier citizens of Midsomer from Mr. Ince's thieving ways.
How's this sound? It is a little-known fact that in 1905, the Hungarian aristocrat and writer Baroness Orsi was a guest of Lord Fitzgibbon at Midsomer Magna Manor. What's wrong?
Neville, don't. Please.
Well, you could have let me finish.
You were going to say that the woman who wrote The Scarlet Pimpernel based the character of Sir Percy Blakeney on Lord Fitzgibbon, who owned Magna Manor at the turn of the last century.
Well, yes.
Well, we know she never went near the place. Never mind met his lordship.
We know that.
Well, given that they're filming that very book in the grounds of the manor, don't you think it'll be a tad obvious to everyone else?
You're right.
The occasional embellishment to the history of a place. I mean, everyone does that. But Terence Charteris had no right to ask you to lie so blatantly.
Well, if I don't play along, I lose the job. Where else am I going to find work in Midsomer Magna?
Oh, they're still hiring extras on the film. We could have a dip back into the business, for old time's sake.
You obviously don't know who's directing this film.
Who?
Nick Cheney.
Right, everyone.
Maybe two, take one.
And action. Got it.
These execution scenes.
I know. Enough blood to flow in an abattoir. I'll have a word with special effects, get them to tone it down a bit.
Good grief, no, don't do that. If anything, we need more blood. Buckets of the stuff. Know your audience. It's not as if you're directing an art house movie, is it?
Jones.
Yes, sorry.
So Mr. Ince is here.
They're opening the place to the public, sir. Apparently, it's got historic connections with the French Revolution.
Yeah, doing a film, aren't they? The Scarlet Pimpernel.
What you might call a remake of a remake of a remake.
Yeah, Joyce mentioned something about it. Where is he now?
It's parked up around the side.
You know, your informant has got to be right, hasn't he, about Ince setting up a job? What other interest could he have in a stately home?
Maybe he's come for a dose of culture and the guided tour. Although George does prefer to guide himself around places like this.
Yeah, usually by torchlight when there's no one else about. Let's find out what he's up to.
3, 2, 1, drop. Cut it.
82, take one.
Action.
Something else not right about that scene.
Enlighten me.
Not enough peasants.
You want me to reshoot?
Oh, God, no. No, but for future scenes, you're going to need more crones and hags.
Crones and hags. Well, I'll see what I can conjure up.
Don't make hard work of it, Nick. An area like this must be overrun with yokels and inbreds. Why don't you try the local old folks' home? They'll come cheap.
And drop.
There he is.
Look who he's with.
Jed Norris.
Talk about thick as thieves, eh?
Well, leave it. You'll get nothing from him. A word with Mr. Norris might prove more useful.
Well, I can see exactly why you're going for this heritage scan.
Do you have to use that word?
I'm joking, Diane. No, I mean, it certainly looks like an authentic historical pile. From what I gather, it's getting more authentically historical by the day.
Got a man working on it. Local historian.
Historian? No, you don't need one of them. Tip into hands, Christian Andersen. He was good with fairy tales. Listen, Terence. I'm not sure how much more I can take of Jack Braxton. Man's a Philistine.
Ooh. You want a producer sacked, you're going to have to clear that with Diane.
Why is that?
Because they're very good friends.
Oh, I didn't even know you knew him.
He's being facetious.
I don't understand.
I may have escaped your notice, Nick, but this marriage is on the rocks. We're just trying to hold things together till we get the business off the ground.
So you and Braxton are,
Close.
Well, even so, he's a hatchet man, known for it.
He's the producer. Money men have to be like that.
Yeah, well, we want this film to look as good as possible, don't we? I mean, don't we?
Look, Nick, I know you see this as a chance to get your career back on track. But to us, it's just business. Okay?
Right, well, thanks for putting me in the picture. I'm going to get back to set. Actors to execute. I'll see you both tomorrow night.
Keep up the good work.
I don't know how you can bear that man in the house after the way he's treated our daughter. How do you think Leonie feels about this?
Diane, there's family and there's business. Right now, the family business is in trouble. We need Nick Cheney. So Leonie's just going to have to lump it, all right?
Hello, Jed. I didn't think you were due for release just yet.
Parole. Good behaviour.
Ah, well, congratulations.
Yeah, I think they needed the cell space. I'm telling you. Overcrowding in prisons is criminal.
So it's not somewhere you want to rush back to, is it?
Never again. Can't handle any more.
So why the meeting with George Ince?
Wasn't a meeting. I just happened to bump into him.
Small world. What's he doing here?
You don't ask people like George their business.
No, you don't. Nasty piece of work, George Ince. So what are you doing at Magna Manor?
I'm working here.
You work?
That's right. Big laugh. Excuse me. Thank you.
No meeting between Jed Norris and George Ince is coincidental. You can get hold of the management here. If anything untoward happens, I want to know about it. Anything.
Sir.
Can you get over to the props, boys?
Yes?
Nick, these are the old folk from the Cedars.
Crones and hags, as ordered.
Right. Well, get them fitted out with rags. I want them on set at 8 tomorrow morning. Yeah?
Some of them are over 80, Mr. Cheney.
9 then?
Anybody else? Late. I mean, we've got to get the costumes ready. I mean,
Nick?
Gwen Morrison.
You do remember me?
Always, but
Well, it must be, what,
17 years?
No, not that long, surely.
Well, I've lived in this village for 15 of them, ever since Ted died.
Ted died? So you're on your own, then?
No, I live with Neville. You remember Neville?
Of course. Neville. Might have known he'd still be around. Listen, darling, I really can't talk now, but we'll catch you later, all right? Gwen Morrison.
Excuse me.
It's not as though you're asking me to update the history of the manor.
That is exactly what I'm asking you to do.
But what you want is pure fantasy.
Your point?
It's not ethical. And it shouldn't be part of my remit as events organiser of the manor.
Don't flatter yourself. A part-time tour guide was all you were ever going to be.
Were?
I need to get this place open to the public ASAP. Till then, I'm just hemorrhaging money, so I can't afford to have whinging losers like you holding me back. Go on. You're fired. What you waiting for?
How come you're at Gwen?
It was a bit chaotic today.
Oh, sounds exciting.
It was. We were up at the Cedars on charity shop business when someone came round from the film unit to recruit the old folk as extras. They need more crones and hags.
Crones? Actually use those terms.
Not that any of us minded. Most of us are thrilled to bits to be in the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Us?
Well, Gwen and I volunteered to be chaperones, so we thought we might as well be extras too.
Following in your daughter's footsteps.
Oh, hello, Neville.
Jones. Sir, report of a prowler at Magnum Manor.
Think it could be Ince?
Yeah, looks like it, sir.
Right, get yourself some backup. I'll be right there.
Well, I challenged him, and he fired me.
A week before the place is due to open to the public.
I picked up on what's happening. Terence Charteris may live in a manor house, but he's a barrow boy out of his depth. He's overstretched himself and he's about to go under. I don't think he could afford to pay me.
Well, no great loss, if you ask me. I mean, why not sign up as an extra?
He's round the back somewhere.
Right. Jones, off you go. I have to tell you, he's the man we think he is. He has a history of violence. Your husband, he's not out there looking for him, is he?
My husband's gone out for the evening.
Oh.
Police! Stop! Gotcha.
Oi! What's going on?
Better late than never.
Diane, what is going on?
A prowler.
Prowler? Where?
Standing in front of you.
Don't be ridiculous, he's a security guard.
Since when?
A couple of days ago.
Oh, well, thank you for telling me.
Then why did you run away?
I didn't know who you were.
I shouted, police.
Anybody could do that.
Security guard for the manor.
And for the film set.
Seemed to make sense, him keeping an eye on things over there while he was working here, so I had a word with Jack Braxton.
Who's he?
The film's producer.
Jed Norris, a security guard. Talk about putting the fox in charge of the hen house.
Our friend Ince must be involved in this. The producer needs to know what he's taken on.
Okay. Where's your mum?
Come on, Leonie.
I'm coming.
Fine.
Take that one. You know Gwen's got a job as an extra on this film.
So I'm on my own in the charity shop today? Oh, hello.
I was watching that Nick Cheney on set all day yesterday.
What? You didn't say anything to him? Danny, please, you promised. Leave him to me.
I want Cheney out of our lives, Leonie. For good.
Sir, 5 years ago when Ince was on remand, he and Norris were briefly in Causton jail together. They're old acquaintances.
And Mr. Norris has just conned his way into a security job.
Pull him in for questioning, sir.
Jed's not really in the same league as Ince, is he? Just cut him a bit of slack. Keep an eye on him. I mean, George Ince is the man we really want. And if Jed Norris can lead us to him, well, that'll be a result.
Come on, Gwen. We'll get the old folk fired if I don't get them to the set on time.
Why don't you help Joyce with the old folk today? I'll stay here and look after Josh.
No, thanks. I'm not going anywhere near that film set.
Come on, we're out of here.
Let's say bye to Auntie Gwen. Bye.
Bye, Josh. Hi, Leonie.
Bye. Right.
Right, mind your back. Out of the way, please. Thank you.
Joyce.
So, you say this guy Norris has got form?
Just a bit.
What do you recommend?
I'd like you to keep him on. At least then we'll know where he is for the duration of the shoot. And between you and me, he might prove a useful lead to someone else you want to keep tabs on.
Suits me. He has all the qualifications I need. He's cheap.
What's a tight budget, this film?
Like a tourniquet. Still, we'd have half a chance if someone other than that clown of a director was calling the shots from behind the camera.
Oh, but you're the producer, aren't you? I mean, don't you appoint the director?
I do. And ordinarily, I wouldn't touch Nick Cheney, but he brokered the deal that got us this location for free. Knows the people who own the manor.
Ah, Mr. and Mrs. Charteris.
Friends of yours?
No, we don't move in the same social circles.
Lucky you. The wife's okay. The husband's a complete Philistine. The people we have to get into bed with to get a movie made. It's a figure of speech.
Mrs. Barnaby looks very fetching in that red cap.
Can we do something about these?
Peasants behind the cart, thank you.
Now I need you to stop in line with the arch, all right? Can we get some quiet, please, and a bit of concentration? All right, now the cat.
Let's just have a look, love. Okay?
The rider's going to come galloping in down here, all right? Can we finish checks now, please? Thank you. Rider comes galloping in, gives you the news from Paris. Get out of here, no time to lose. Barbarous hordes on their way, blah, blah, blah. Now, you're horrified but dignified. Remember your French aristocrats. That's all right. Can we get the coats off, please?
Quieten down!
Can we get the coats off now?
The coats off, Nigel! Right, going for a take.
All right, standing by for a take.
Turn over!
Speed!
Ground running.
Mark it.
1, 4, 3, take 1.
Background action!
And action!
Go, go, go! And stop! And run back. Go!
What the hell's that?
Cut! Cut!
And we've cut there, we've cut!
Reset! Reset!
I know that car. Can't be. Throw him off the set.
Excuse me, you can't park here.
Hope I didn't disturb anything.
No one makes an entrance quite like Raymond Clandillon.
Dying art, I'm afraid. I tried to keep it going.
Just passing?
No, thought I'd stop for a while, get involved.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid the film's already cast.
I know. According to this, there's not a D-list celeb or clapped-out sports star to be found anywhere. You've got them all.
So, no room for you, then?
Oh, you can squeeze me in for old time's sake.
And what makes you think I want a disruptive old queen like you anywhere near my film?
You should have used your radio.
I've given up the booze.
Really?
Smell my breath.
I'd rather not.
I need this.
Oh, what the hell? We go back a long way, don't we?
Oh, thanks, Nick.
Show him where wardrobe is. He can be the cart driver.
Reload.
Are you offering me work as an extra?
Take it or leave it.
Okay.
And if you so much as look at a bottle of booze...
Tom, we've got a bit of time, it's all right.
Oh, can we do that again? And this time, if it's not too much trouble, can you get the timing right?
First positions, please.
Raymond? Is that you?
In the flesh. Come here, you.
Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful surprise.
I don't know about you, but Christmas card every year just hasn't been enough. I wanted to see what you look like after 17 years.
Well, you haven't changed.
When?
Oh, all right. A bit frayed round the edges, but the car's still immaculate.
Well, of course, I cherish her. If there was but one room at the inn, I'd gladly stay out in the cold and let her have shelter for the night.
You might have to. Hello, Raymond.
Neville.
The Magna Hotel's full to bursting. I take it you are staying.
I am. I saw that they were shooting this film in your neck of the woods and thought it would be the ideal opportunity to catch up with you. I didn't realise we'd all be working on it.
You've got a part?
Well, sort of. Mustache, have to get changed.
Raymond? That's for the extras.
I know. Hasn't that made your day?
Working as an extra? God, it must be so humiliating for him.
And in a film directed by Nick Cheney.
All Aristo's and presents back on set in 15 minutes. 15 minutes, all right.
What the hell's he still doing in your life?
I always sign our Christmas cards from both of us. You knew he was still living with me.
But why? You don't owe him anything. Ted's dead. You're under no obligation to look after his brother.
I know that.
So why would you want your brother-in-law lurking about the place? Particularly when you're, well, you know...
What?
Trying to entertain.
Do you mean sex?
Yes. It must be hard enough to come by in the dead and alive her like this.
Oh, I've lost interest and all that.
You? I don't believe it.
If you go without something long enough, you get used to it.
Then we'll have to get you unused to it.
Oh, yeah. What you going to do about it? Your puff.
Oh, that's my Gwen.
You look as though you need that.
Well, I know how Sisyphus felt.
Is that a medical complaint?
Character in Greek mythology. Had to push a boulder up a hill. Couldn't relax or it would roll back and crush him.
I'll keep him coming then.
No, I've got to go to the Manor. Dinner with the producer.
Oh, you're likely to be late.
I'm not. Why?
Well, I'll wait up. We can sink a few then.
Good man. Well, I'll drink to that.
Oh, I was just saying. Drink later on when you get back from dinner.
Oh, I thought you meant just the two of us.
Oh,
Very nice of you to include me. Don't worry, Nick. I've got other plans.
I'm sure you have.
Can I help you, sir?
You certainly can. I have spent the last 30 years coming out of the closet, and you have put me back into one.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I want a bigger room.
Taxi for Mr. Cheney.
Through there, to the left, Peasant's Bar. I'll check on the computer.
All right.
Have you ridden with this guy before?
No, why?
Well, from the look he was giving you, I assumed you'd forgotten to tip him.
Oh, no, my darling. Leave it, please.
Was me or Danny?
Well, does it have to be either of you? Just now.
He's got to be confronted.
So, I was thinking as an added attraction for the great unwashed, we might open the place to the public while you're still filming.
Come on, I can't have the public roaming around while I'm trying to work.
Well, then get your arse into gear. Remember, you're a jobbing director, not Fellini. We can't afford to finance your fantasies.
Leonie.
Ah, your gorgeous daughter.
Leonie, please. This is a business meeting. It's neither the time nor the place.
It's always about what you want, isn't it? Must never jeopardise the deal.
Diane, see our daughter out, will you?
I'm sorry. You seem to have mistaken me for one of the hired help. Besides, I don't think she's ready to go yet.
Oh, I am. Don't you even think about coming anywhere near me or my child. My child. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Am I being threatened?
Yes. You are.
Seem to have lost my appetite.
Yeah, well, I'll come with you.
You're the reason I'm leaving.
Sorry, Nick. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all.
Hands off my grandson, Nick, or I'll see you dead.
Leonie, I'd stay out of this, but if you go anywhere near her or Josh, no!
Even the taxi driver's threatening me now. This whole bloody village in on this?
No, just me.
And just, what has it got to do with you?
I'm Leonie's partner.
Partner? How PC. Well, partner or not, you have no right to where Josh is concerned, but I have. So if I choose to get closer to my son, there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Oh, there is.
Now, George, what have you got here?
Dead 5 or 6 hours, cause of death, head separated from the body.
Now that's where we benefit from having an expert on the job.
That's enough from you.
Dick Cheney, film's director.
You know?
I saw him yesterday when he was in one piece.
Well, we don't have to look far for the murder weapon.
If it was murder.
What do you mean?
There's no sign of a struggle. And only Mr. Cheney and Mr. Braxton held keys to the safety lock.
I think it could be suicide.
Except there's no sign of his key.
Who found him?
The security guard.
Jed Norris.
I spoke to him. Mr. Cheney. He came looking for me.
What for?
Wanted me to get lost for an hour. I have to say, I didn't expect to see him again last night.
Again?
Yeah, he'd been to dinner at the Manor. Big bust-up. I could hear them arguing from outside. The looks they were giving him when he left.
Who?
Mr. and Mrs. Charteris, their daughter, Mr. Braxton, even the cab driver.
Was he alone on the set when you saw him?
Oh, yeah. That's what made it all a bit creepy.
In what way?
Well, he was so drunk he was barely conscious.
So someone drove him there?
I never heard him arrive. I mean, car, dead at night, you'd hear it. But I didn't. Yeah, listen, could I have a strong coffee? This place is giving me the creeps.
Turning sensitive in your old age, Jed?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Don't worry about me. I'm only the one who found the head in the basket.
Did you find it?
You know I did.
Or did you put it there?
No. I'm not having that. I mean, I might have a bit of form, but I'm not a violent man. Check my record.
We know your record, Jed. What about George Ince?
Ince was nowhere near this place last night. As far as I know.
All right, Jed. Go get yourself that coffee.
Thanks.
What about Ince? He's a violent man.
Yeah, but he's a robber, first and foremost. And if Cheney had disturbed him during a break-in, yes, he would have attacked him without a second thought. But he wouldn't have had to chop his head off. You know, Jones, under the circumstances, this is not an ideal interview room. Who was at the dinner party last night?
It was a working dinner, just the three of us.
The three of you?
Me, Nick and Jack Braxton.
Mrs. Charteris, you weren't there.
No, it was a business meeting.
Although she did make an entrance later with our charming daughter.
Leonie turned up unexpectedly. She'd left early.
After doing her best to ruin the evening.
Why would she want to do that?
Because she's my daughter. And do you have children, Chief Inspector?
How can you even ask that? Do you know, you and Nick Cheney are two of a kind.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're both lousy fathers.
Jones. Oh, steady on, Sergeant. That's a high-quality piece of furniture you're knocking about there. Priceless, in fact.
Sorry, it's the wrong number. I understand you're planning to open the manor as a heritage site, sir.
That's right. Turns out the whole place is groaning with history.
Priceless, eh?
Yeah, well, not literally, but pretty close. Certainly irreplaceable.
Mr. Charteris, did Braxton and Cheney leave together?
No, they left separately. They don't have much time for one another.
And what state was Mr. Cheney in when he left?
No, he'd had a drink.
What does that mean precisely?
It means he was drunk, and objectionably so.
That's Nick.
As though that makes it acceptable.
Look, I suppose there's no way of stopping this, Chief Inspector.
I'm sorry?
All the negative publicity.
Oh, that is not my department, I'm afraid. Mrs. Charteris, what did you do after Mr. Cheney left?
I had an early night.
Jones, what was all that about the furniture? We are investigating a suspicious death, and you're going on about a flaming cupboard.
Because it was a fake.
How do you know?
My granddad was a cabinet maker.
He was a what?
He was a master cabinet maker.
So he'd know all about dodgy cupboards, would he?
All I'm saying is that cupboard was far from irreplaceable.
Ironic, isn't it? An every expense spared production, and the cheap old prop we had made up to look like a guillotine actually works.
But you want to know if you can carry on filming, yeah?
I was thinking more along the lines of when.
Are you going to find a new director at such short notice?
On our budget, we won't. Although Cheney wasn't being paid, his indulgent style of shooting was costing us a fortune.
Not being paid, eh?
He was on a profit-sharing agreement. That's how desperate we both were. No, I will take over as director.
Will you? You seem very pleased at the prospect. Mr. Braxton, is there someone who can confirm where you were at the time of Nick Cheney's death? Like Mrs. Charteris?
What are you implying?
Mrs. Charteris, she called us out a couple of nights ago to investigate a prowler. She said she was just about to go to bed.
So?
Well, her husband was out. Your car was at the front door.
Okay. Diane Charteris and I spent last night together too.
So you are each other's alibis for the time of Nick Cheney's death? Thank you. Yes, you can carry on filming, but only because I want to keep everyone together for the sake of this investigation. Thank you, Mr. Braxton.
Ready?
Morning, sir. Nick Cheney. He was staying here, wasn't he?
That's right. I heard him come back last night, only he didn't.
I'm sorry, you've lost me.
He'd been for dinner at the Manor. We'd arranged to have a drink when he got back. Well, I heard Danny's taxi pull up outside.
Danny? Who's Danny?
Danny Twyman. He's a nice lad, runs a local minibus.
And you recognised his voice?
Yeah. They were having an argument.
About what?
I couldn't hear. Didn't last long, though. Danny drove off, and I was expecting Cheney to come into the hotel, but he didn't. What do you think happened to him?
We know what happened. I'm trying to work out why.
We knew him when he first started out.
He was a louse even then.
What a waste of life. What a wicked waste of life.
Fortunately, his own this time.
Nick Cheney, where did you drop him off last night?
Outside the Midsomer Magna Hotel.
We have a witness who heard raised voices.
We had a row over the fare. Asked if I took credit cards, as if.
So you didn't drive him to the film set?
No way. He'd already had one ride for free.
See anyone else while you were picking up, dropping off around the Manor?
Only Jed Norris hanging around the grounds.
How long have you known Miss Charteris?
We were students together on a drama course in London.
Before she was pregnant?
I'm not Josh's dad, if that's what you're asking. I'd like to be. That's why I followed her back to Midsomer Magna, to help her make the break.
A break from what?
Her dad. Lets her live here rent-free, but he's a control freak.
Is that what she argued with him about last night?
Or had she gone there to confront Nick Cheney?
Well, she didn't like the man.
Well, neither does her mother. Is that because Nick Cheney is the father of Leonie's child?
Yes. Yes, he was.
So they were in a relationship?
He came to our college as a visiting lecturer. The only relationship they had was the sort that happens after a 50p a pint night in a student bar.
Come and give your Auntie Gwen a big cuddle.
Ben, you really ought to go home. I can manage here.
Are you sure? Because I really do feel dreadful.
It's fine, really.
Good morning.
Tom.
Gwen. Charteris?
You've come to see me.
Yes, we have. I'm Detective Chief Inspector Barnaby, and this is Detective Sergeant Jones from Causton CID. Miss Charteris, I understand that you were at a dinner with Mr. Nick Cheney last night, and you had an argument.
Blazing row would be more accurate. Look, Danny's phoned me.
Has he? Then he will have told you that we know that Nick Cheney was Josh's father.
Are you okay?
No, I'm all right. Please. No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Gwen was just about to go home, actually. Nick's death has really upset her.
Miss Charteris, can we...
Oh, yes, of course.
How did your parents react when you became pregnant?
Oh, my dad had a top man lined up in Harley Street.
Which you obviously resisted.
You bet.
And where was Mr. Cheney in all of this?
Making the arrangements.
How did you know?
That's the sort of thing Nick would have done.
Of course, you knew him, didn't you?
So your parents were aware that Cheney was Josh's father?
Oh, yeah. What bugs me is how easily Dad dismisses what Nick did to me. It may not have been rape, but he took advantage.
And did he acknowledge that he was the father of your child?
Barely. And that suited me fine. Until he arrived here and started talking about getting to know Josh. He could have been winding me up. But I wasn't taking any chances.
By luring him to the guillotine and chopping his head off.
Do I look like a murderer?
Yes, and Lady Arabella, her name was. Fine-looking woman. Yes. Distinct likeness, if I may say so.
Why not, sir?
No, you're asking about this. Apparently, is the only chalk farm.
Mr. Charteris. I got a couple of questions for you. Why didn't you tell us about the argument you had at your dinner party the other evening?
It was just Leonie being bloody with Nick.
The father of her son.
Oh. You know about that now, do you? Single mother against the world.
She's hardly a single mother. She's in a relationship.
Oh, is that what you call it?
You don't approve of Danny Twyman?
Are you serious? Went against the grain to hire him for the evening. But he's the only taxi in the area.
You hired him?
Yeah. Paid him on account to pick Nick up and drop him back off again.
You must have had a very complicated relationship with Nick Cheney.
I've known Nick for years, Chief Inspector.
And you knew about his affair with your daughter?
Yes.
And you still felt able to entertain him to dinner under your roof?
That was purely business.
And you weren't in favour of Nick Cheney being involved in your grandson's life?
I'd have made sure it didn't happen.
How would you have done that?
Not by killing him, Chief Inspector. But I would have stopped him.
How long had you known Nick Cheney?
We worked on some films together.
Yeah, we looked him up on the database. Apparently he made a few box office hits.
Oh, he'd known what it was like to work with big names, big budgets. I suppose you can understand him becoming a bit resentful in later life.
Gwen, stop defending the man. Nobody ever liked him.
That's not true. We worked with lots of other directors besides Nick. I mean, in the business we were known as the Four Musketeers. Me, Neville, Raymond and Ted.
Ted?
My late husband. Neville's brother. He died just before we moved to Midsomer Magna.
No children?
Does that question have any relevance?
Well, I won't know until you answer it, Gwen.
No. No children.
Background artist for scene 53. Back on set now, please.
Gwen?
Yes, off you go. Thank you.
Touched a nerve there.
I thought I might.
Last time I saw Nick as he was leaving for dinner, I was in reception trying to get moved from my shoebox of a room.
And where were you after that?
In bed, exhausted and defeated.
You didn't like Nick Cheney, did you?
No, and I did briefly entertain the notion of trying to kill him to get a bigger room, but I thought that was a touch excessive.
Did you have any other reason for wanting him dead?
Believe me, having to spend the night in that single bed was reason enough.
Keep the change.
Chief Inspector.
Yes?
I've been waiting to speak to you.
Oh, why don't you come through to the bar?
I could hardly do that. It was Raymond Clendillan I wanted to tell you about. You do know they hated one another? Him and Nick Cheney?
Well, he didn't put it as strongly as that.
And I bet he didn't tell you why. Nick Cheney sacked him from a film they were working on.
So he had a reason.
But Cheney didn't leave it at that. Bad-mouthed him all around the industry. Tipped Raymond's career into free fall.
Did he? Well, thank you. Thank you for that.
Just thought you'd like to know.
Yes, thank you.
Right, going for a take.
Standing by for a take.
Turn over.
Speed. Sound running. Mark it.
168, take 7.
Stand by. And action.
Cut!
Cut!
I would like to try and clarify something. You are downtrodden peasants. And these people, see, these people have ground you into the earth. They've exploited you all your lives. You hate them with a passion. And now it is payback time. So when you hear the blade slice through their necks, I want you to try and imagine your feelings of joyful revenge. And let me hear it. Right?
Okay, reset everybody. Ronnie, how long with the blood?
10 minutes.
Make it 5.
Raymond Clendillan was no fan of Nick Cheney.
Neither was Neville Hayward.
And Jack Braxton's almost joyful at getting rid of him from the film.
Diane Charteris loathed him.
Not sure about the husband, though.
Hurry up with that blood.
Gwen, you shouldn't be doing this. You're still in shock.
Take it up.
I've always been a professional, Joyce. I hope I still am.
And of course, there's Danny Twyman. He admits having a row with Nick Cheney, but he lied about the reason, didn't he? I mean, he couldn't have been over the taxi fare because that had already been paid for by Terence Charteris.
So, why should we believe him when he says he didn't take Cheney to the film set that night?
Hello? What's going on over there?
Someone find me a unit nurse, please.
It's not booze.
Neville!
It's worth checking, given his track record.
Raymond!
What's going on?
How are you feeling?
I'm fine now.
You sure?
High blood pressure. Happens from time to time.
Tell me something. Why are you prepared to work as an extra?
Well, I've got to do something to pay the bills. No, I mean in this particular film, the director who did his best to ruin your career. Look, Cheney only helped me on my way. I was already well down that slope. So you didn't bear him a grudge? Of course I did. That's exactly why I wanted to get on this film. You came to kill him? I came to gloat. Sorry, I'm not following that one. Look, I may be just an extra in a rubbish movie, but Nick was actually directing it. And for him, that was a living death. Mr. Braxton? I'm sorry. The head won't actually be underneath the blade when it falls, will it?
No. Let me show you. Can you demonstrate the blade safety? Satisfied?
Ah, yes. But that guillotine remains under guard at all times, and you retain the key, okay?
Fine. Is it absolutely necessary for him to be here while we're filming?
Well, I can have him removed. We'll have to shut down your film set. If he goes, everybody goes.
Right, let's do this.
Quiet, please. Going for a take.
Stand by.
Turn over.
Running.
End board.
Stand by. And action.
Takes some guts to put your head where Cheney lost his.
There's more to Gwen Morrison than meets the eye.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Right, everyone.
Cut!
Whose mobile is that? Sorry.
Beautiful. Feeling better?
Much. But you look as though you could do with cheering up.
I'm all right. I've got Josh.
Cute little fellow, but he belongs with his mum. He's the last thing you need right now, and you know it.
So what do you suggest?
A spin in my beast. It'll put the glow back in your cheeks again.
But I can't. I've got to wait for the old people.
They can manage without you. Now, come on, come on. We'll go for a trip down memory lane. That argument you had with Nick Cheney was nothing to do with a taxi fare, was it?
You were angrier than that. Was I?
Yes, you were. Nick Cheney was trying to get involved again in Josh's life.
You couldn't let that happen, understandably.
No, I don't know why you were worried. It wasn't as if Laney was about to push you out in favour of Nick Cheney.
Although, successful film director, cab driver, given the choice.
Yes, and after all, Nick Cheney was the real father.
The best thing Nick Cheney ever did for Josh was stay away from him. Real father. I'm the only father Josh has ever known, and that's the way it's going to stay.
Since with Charteris.
Yeah, I doubt they're talking rare antiques.
Remember this? You and Ted in the back, me at the wheel, and Neville chewing his nails down to his elbows.
You did drive a bit recklessly.
With gay abandon.
Reckless abandon. Happy days.
Then why the tears?
You know why.
Gwen, it's over. A long time ago.
We've found traces of oromorph in Cheney's body.
What's oromorph?
Morphine-based, colourless. It's a controlled drug issued on prescription, usually to terminal cancer patients to ease their pain.
Any sign of cancer in Cheney?
None at all.
So what is the significance of this?
Combined with alcohol, and there was plenty of that in his system, oromorph would have caused Cheney to pass out.
So the likelihood is that Cheney was unconscious before the blade fell?
I'd have thought so.
Which tells us
that someone else was involved, and that this is now a murder investigation.
Now what?
Sit yourself down, Jed. I want you to know why you're employed here as a security guard.
It's obvious. This place is stacked out with valuable stuff. Some of the pictures alone are worth millions.
Who told you that? Charteris or Ince?
I don't know what you mean.
They're in it together, Jed, and you are being taken for a mug.
There's nothing in this place worth more than a few quid. It's all fake.
It's an insurance scam, Jed. Once your friend Ince has cleared this place out, who do you think I'll be looking for as the inside man who let him in, eh?
With your record, it'll be open and shut.
Charteris and Ince know that you are no grass. In fact, they're relying on it.
It'll be a long sentence, too.
Yes, indeed it will. Especially if he's involved with a murderer.
Murderer?
I needed that.
You've hurt those gentlemen.
Careful, careful, careful. Here comes the constabulary. Being a bit loud, were we?
No, of course you weren't. May we join you?
Yeah.
Thank you. You're looking in better spirits.
We were remembering one of Nick's films that we all worked on together. That's me,
Neville, Raymond, and there's Ted.
Oh, thank you. Oh, the Four Musketeers.
It was a long time ago.
Well, I can tell that by the togas you're all wearing.
That was on the set of The Cross and the Sword, a biblical epic. They were slaves. I was an army commander. I was actually on a horse.
Raymond was an actor back then. Proper parts.
I was, yes. You can look me up in Who's This of Show Business.
Well, you're an extra with the rest of us now.
And it's the drink which has brought me this far down the evolutionary scale, Your Honour.
Shame it was a solo trip.
Neville.
But no, you had to drag Ted along for the ride.
Neville, that's not what happened.
For pity's sake, Gwen. Your husband, my brother, drank himself to death. And he was always there to buy the next round. I'm going home. Sorry. Excuse me. Thank you.
Thank you. That's mine.
Oh, so you're going to let me keep it?
Sorry, darling.
Oh.
It's the only one I have of Ted.
You wish once more to see me a lovesick supplicant at your feet, so that you can have the pleasure of kicking me aside like a troublesome lapdog.
It's not working.
It's only a run-through. He's doing his best.
He's too wooden.
He is supposed to be wooden. He's a stiff-assed aristocrat who can't express his true feelings.
My husband. A man who loves me with a passion underneath all that.
But he can't bring himself to tell you that is the whole point of the scene. Let's take a break.
Reload.
Neville Hayward really resents the time Clandillon spent drinking with his brother Ted, doesn't he?
Yeah, but Gwen didn't seem bothered by it, did she? And Ted was Gwen's husband.
So maybe Neville was jealous. Maybe he fancied Clandillon and requited love and all that.
Do you think Neville's gay?
Well, he's never married. He's lived with his sister-in-law most of his adult life.
Yeah, well,
not sure about that.
Thought you were doing this really good.
Problem, Mr. Braxton?
No, just the usual.
Why don't you get someone else to read the scene with her?
Any suggestions?
Yeah, Neville Hayward.
Who?
Neville Hayward. There, talking to her.
I wouldn't expect you to.
An extra? He'll be no better.
She doesn't want someone who's better, Mr. Braxton. She wants some acknowledgement to the tantrum she's just thrown.
All right. Might be worth a try.
Only if you do me a favour. Thank you.
Stand by.
Right, we're getting there. Let's go once more from the top of the scene. Action.
You required my presence, madam. I assume that it was not with a view to indulging in tender reminiscences.
Why not? The present is not so glorious, but that I should wish to dwell a little in the past. Is it possible that love can die?
Good. But you're ferociously proud and you're determined to get him to express his true feelings for you.
I thought the passion you felt for me would outlast the span of human life.
You wish once more to see me a lovesick supplicant at your feet, so that you may have the pleasure of kicking me aside like a troublesome lapdog.
I entreat you, can we not bury the past?
But I understood you to say that it was your desire to dwell in it.
And tears.
Since it distresses you, we will speak no more of it.
Unable to express his feelings, he turns and leaves. And that is where we're going to cut. That's absolutely wonderful. Are you happy? Right, well, all we need now is for Sir Percy to grace us with his presence, and we're away.
Jack, have you got a minute?
Neville! That was very good, very good. And very revealing.
What do you mean?
Gwen Morrison's interest in children, why did she never have any children of her own?
It's a touchy subject. They were desperate to have a family. Her and my brother, Ted.
But they never did.
Oh, well, they tried. 3 miscarriages Gwen suffered.
And what effect did that have on Ted?
He was devastated. Turned to drink. Slow suicide.
With Raymond Clandillon for company.
When Ted died, I did what I could for Gwen. But I can never forgive Raymond.
That was good of you, though, wasn't it? You know, to stay around and pick up the pieces.
I did it for my brother.
Almost taking his place.
Up to a point?
Oh, yes, of course, up to a point. It's not as though you and Gwen were husband and wife.
There we go. Try that one. Sergeant.
We've just been talking to Neville Hayward.
Oh, that sounds ominous. What's he been telling you?
Gwen, I was very interested in your attitude towards children. And Neville told me about your 3 miscarriages.
He had no right.
Was your husband, was Ted the father in all 3 pregnancies? Or am I right in thinking that in one case the father was Nick Cheney?
This is none of your business.
Well, I'm sorry, but I think it certainly is my business. I'm trying to find out who killed Nick Cheney. And since I believe he was the father of one of your unborn children, it's very much part of my investigation.
Where's all this come from?
It comes from your behaviour with Josh in the charity shop. When you found out that Nick Cheney was his father. We know that Nick Cheney was Josh's father.
She was just about to go home, actually. Nick's death has really upset her.
I couldn't believe that I was holding Nick's son after I'd killed our own. I so wanted to have that child, but I couldn't do it to Ted. Not after what we'd been through. And so I let him think that I'd had a miscarriage.
What about Cheney?
He made all the arrangements. He was good at that sort of thing.
Gwen, did you kill him?
They seek him here. They seek him there. And now I've found him.
What the hell are you doing?
I thought somewhere private. Somewhere suitably murky. For a grubby little revelation.
Are you raving?
I know your secret.
You're mad.
And you do have a secret, don't you? I know. Because I have it. Right here. You killed Ted.
No.
Your own brother. Just because he was married to Gwen. Is that what it was with Cheney? Was he too close to her for your liking?
Leave the village? Why?
You can see the way Barnaby's thinking. That we're in this together. That we've exacted some kind of revenge on Nick Cheney.
And why would you think that?
Because he knows Cheney wrecked your life. So trust me, please. We have to leave this village if we want to be together.
We are together.
You know what I mean?
Neville, I don't want to talk about this.
No. I'm not allowed to mention the way I really feel. Talk about that love that dare not speak its name.
Now you're being histrionic.
You can give yourself to a callous bastard like Nick Cheney.
Stop it!
Where did I go wrong? I made the mistake of actually caring for you instead of treating you the way every other man in your life did, except Ted. How many times did you expect him to look the other way?
He never knew.
In our business? Impossible. You must have known you were destroying him. But you kept on playing the part. Poor Gwen. She was so in love with Ted. Must have been to put up with that brother of his all these years.
I know why you put up with me. And it's never going to happen. And if you can no longer accept that, then you'd better leave. Now.
Tom, you got 5?
It's you.
You're still down in the dumps, huh?
Just had a terrible row with Neville.
Well, that's not difficult. Here. Have a few swigs of this.
I thought you'd stop drinking.
I have. But I'm like an old St. Bernard bringing succor to those that need it.
You haven't seen Gwen, have you?
Well, not for a while. She wasn't feeling too good earlier on.
She might have gone home with Neville then.
More than likely.
Oh! Ron, Maria!
You all right? Bloody but unbowed. In fact, not even bloody.
What happened?
At one of my turns, came up the road. Still feel a bit groggy.
Right. I'll call for help.
Thanks. Mine's in the car.
Where are you going?
I've got to turn the engine off.
No, wait a minute. You wait there. Hold on that.
Right, rescue vehicle's on its way. Come on, Raymond. Let's get you to eerily.
Oh, there's no need for that.
Yes, there is. Come on, no arguments. You've got to be checked out. Come on. Tell me, you and Gwen Morrison, why do you get on so well?
I suppose it's because we both once cared for the same man.
I thought you were supposed to be going out at 8. It's nearly 9.
It's a girls' night out. It's nothing to do with you.
Let's drop the pretense, shall we? You're off to spend the night with Jack Braxton.
Of course, I'm simply keeping up the facade of civilised duplicity. Enjoy your evening with Lady Blakeney, or whatever her name is.
Diane, just because I used Cheney for my business, don't think that made me despise him any the less. Or myself, for having anything to do with him.
Why are you telling me this? Did you kill Mick?
I'm just saying, I'm sorry it had to come to this.
Why didn't you say that while there was still time?
At the risk of sounding a little corny, a beautiful rose for a beautiful lady.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Special occasion?
Special drink for a special lady.
Okay, don't move! Right, that's enough, Vince! Cuff him! Hold him!
I mean, I love the idea, but does it have to be the 60s? I mean, it makes it much more expensive.
I know, but we've got it down to about $3 million at the moment. We've got a production company in Maryland who's...
Oh, Chief Inspector. There's been an attempted robbery up at the Manor.
Terry.
Attempted?
Yes, sir, attempted. Fortunately, we caught them in the act. You don't seem very pleased, sir.
very vigilant, Jed.
I was going to give you a ring, Jed, and I thought you'd prefer to hear the news in person. All rounded up. Didn't have to use the thumbscrews on Mr. Ince. He's already given us Charteris's name.
And yours. Just as well he decided to change sides, eh?
So a big thank you.
By the way, somebody tried to break into the prop store earlier, but we didn't find anyone.
We?
Me and your PC. Guarding the guillotine.
Catch them up! Give me a torch.
Oh, my Gwen.
There's no sign of Neville and his car's missing. We've put out an APB.
Ah, the law never sleeps, eh? A bit early in the day to come calling, though.
Could say the same for you, sir.
No car, I've come to catch a lift from Gwen. What?
Gwen Morrison won't be going to work today.
Full name, that sounded official.
Gwen's body was found at the guillotine in the early hours of this morning.
Bobby?
She's been beheaded.
I'm trying to picture it and block it out of my mind at the same time. Oh, God. How's Neville taking it?
Well, we'll know that when we find him.
Gone missing?
It appears so, yes.
Well, does that mean...
Does it mean what?
Oh, Gwen dead, Neville gone missing.
Do you think it's likely that Neville would have harmed her?
Gwen, no. Oh, he'd love to get me under that blade, but Gwen never.
There's no love lost between you two, is there?
I'm afraid I might be partly responsible for him disappearing.
What's this?
An anonymous letter. Well, it was sent to Ted anonymously anyway.
Telling him about his wife and Nick Cheney. Did Ted know who was responsible for this?
No, but it had to be from somebody that wanted the marriage to break up.
Someone who was willing to spend 15 years of his life with Gwen without ever letting his true feelings show.
That's why you're the chief inspector. Took me years to work that out.
What did you do with this?
Oh, I confronted him with this yesterday. What a grotty little revelation. He was a snivelling wreck.
Because I have it. Right here.
Especially when I threatened to show it to Gwen.
And what would that achieve?
It was a bluff. I wouldn't have done that to her.
But Neville didn't know you were bluffing.
No. I thought he deserved to sweat.
You know, Raymond, if Neville felt that strongly about Gwen, it must have been hard for him, just living with her as a friend.
Torture. But you'd be surprised how little someone will settle for when they're in love.
Mr. Braxton, you know why I'm here.
You're closing us down.
That is correct.
Before you make the announcement, may I just say a few words?
Make it brief.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I have your attention, please? Quiet, please. We're going for a take.
Quiet, please.
Quiet, please. Yeah. Thank you. I just wanted to say a few words about Gwen. Most of us knew her in some capacity or other. The people of the village remember a compassionate and caring woman. The more venerable among us in the acting profession knew that side of her too. But we also remember a performer who was game for anything. Who can forget the leather bikini, the whip, and the stuffed swan? The lovely leader. Well, the point is, Gwen was a very special person. And however we choose to remember her, we should do our best to keep that memory alive. Thank you.
The lovely leader?
There was a side to Gwen that you knew nothing about in Midsomer Magna.
So Gwen hadn't returned home by the time you left the house yesterday evening, right?
I didn't expect her to.
Why is that?
I thought she was deliberately staying away till I'd gone.
But had she asked you to leave? Where did you plan to go?
Plan? Do I look as though I had a plan?
Yeah, everything points to Neville Hayward, sir.
Except for the fact that we picked him up in a 24-hour diner, and the staff tell us he'd been sitting there since yesterday evening.
All during the time Gwen Morrison was guillotined.
So we let him go?
Yes, well, we've got no choice, have we? Tell him not to leave the house without notifying us.
Yes, Jones. Yeah, take Neville Hayward home, please. Thanks.
On my way home, Tom.
George.
But we found traces of oromorph in Gwen Morrison's body.
Did you? Enough to render her unconscious before she was killed?
Definitely.
So they were both unconscious by the time the killer laid them under the blade of the guillotine. That's why there's no sign of a struggle from either her or Cheney.
I still don't see how it's possible to get them there without being seen or heard.
No, me neither, especially Gwen. I mean, all right, the killer broke into the prop store as a diversion, but that wouldn't have given him the time he needed, would it?
No.
Unless... Unless the body was already at the guillotine. The cart full of headless dummies.
Sir?
Headless dummies, Jones. He should have been driving them away from the guillotine, not towards it. George, come back. I want you to be part of this. The oromorph. You said it was available on prescription, yes?
At any high street chemist.
Or hospital pharmacy. That's how we knew where it was. Raymond, get you to eerily.
Oh, there's no need for that.
Yes, there is. Come on, no arguments. When I was driving Clandillon to the hospital that time, there were roadworks, there were diversions, but he knew the way round them, because he'd been there before.
Is he suffering from terminal cancer?
Any way of confirming that, George?
A post-mortem?
Well, use your clout with the hospital.
Not in my remit.
Thank you, George. Thank you.
I don't anymore, as you know. But I thought you might like a little pick-me-up.
You suspected, didn't you, that Neville was in love with Raymond and jealous and spending so much time with Ted?
And that's when I thought Neville was gay, but he isn't.
But Raymond is. What if, during the many hours he spent consoling Ted in the various pubs and bars, Raymond fell in love with him?
Without Ted realizing.
And when Ted died of the booze and a broken heart caused by Gwen and Cheney, then Raymond would have been devastated and very angry.
But why wait 15 years to take your revenge?
He's dying. He's got nothing left to lose. He's settling old scores. And his car. I didn't realize it was still running. His engine was still running, but I couldn't hear it. That explains why Freddie Greenaway didn't hear a second car engine outside the hotel the night of Cheney's murder, doesn't it?
Clandillon took Cheney to the film set in his car. If he was in love with Ted, he'd have a reason to kill Cheney and Gwen.
And Neville Hayward for sending Ted that letter.
No sign of movement, sir.
Film set.
Chief Inspector, I must applaud your sense of the dramatic. Unfortunately, your timing's just a little bit out.
There is no point in this.
Oh, I think there is. I'm not prepared to let the people responsible for Ted's death go unpunished.
But you've already done what you set out to do, haven't you? You came to Midsomer to catch up with Nick Cheney, and you've done that.
And having Gwen here made it so much easier to lure him to his fate.
You waited outside the hotel for him to get back from his dinner at the Manor. And you knew he'd be drunk, didn't you? And then what? I suppose you told him that Gwen wanted to see him?
Well, given the history between them, I knew he'd be curious. Top quality malt.
I knew it. I knew you were still drinking. I suppose you know this means you're fired.
Finish it off.
The whiskey was spiked with oromorph.
You have been doing your homework.
And then what? Suppose you parked a little way away from the film set, then advised Cheney to get rid of the security guard so that his meeting with Gwen wouldn't be seen.
It's as though you were there.
You're dying, Raymond. Why would you be bothered about being caught?
Well, I wasn't. And there was still Gwen and Neville to be taken care of.
Raymond, Cheney, I can understand. Neville, yes, maybe, but Gwen? I mean, why Gwen? Surely Gwen was the chief victim.
Victim? Gwen was a more than willing partner in their squalid little affair.
So in your eyes, she was as guilty as Cheney?
More so.
Raymond, it's you.
I bided my time. Gave her a few swigs from my hip flask, specially prepared.
Whiskey and oromorph. You know, Raymond, you are doing him great favour.
You think so?
Yes, I do. He wouldn't want to wake up to the memories he'd have to live with.
Don't come any closer, Sergeant. A rather squalid attempt at reverse psychology, Chief Inspector. But it's worked. He'd much prefer oblivion to a living hell. Here. You want this?
No, not really. Had that lock changed. I wanted to see what you'd do.
And I made the noble gesture. Appropriate, really. The Scarlet Pimpernel. It's a far, far better thing I do.
That's a tale of two cities.
Is it? It's typical of my life. I'm in someone else's story again.
By the way, thanks for telling me about changing the lock.
Oh, sorry.
Sweating cobs back there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was a last-minute decision.
That's just as well. He was going for the hat trick. I mean, Cheney, Neville, I can understand, but I have no idea how he really felt about Gwen.
Oh. I think he'd be very pleased, very proud if he could hear you saying that.
Sir?
Well, obviously he saved his best performance to last.
On Friday, there are more suspicious deaths to solve when links are made between money laundering and human trafficking in the action-packed thriller Proof, 8:30 Friday night on ABC.